how did you decide to jump into teaching astrology?
Basically, my mother was a full-time astrologer.
Guruji, can we learn about your journey and in terms of your challenges? Did you face challenges?
How does achievement come in life? Achievement comes with only one word, which is known as sacrifice.
Narrate us one story where you have transformed somebody's life.
Being as a Guruji, I cannot transform life. I can show them the way, path.
Do you think astrology is rituals or astrology is beyond all of this?
Spirituality is a word everybody uses. If you remove ritual, it is only the spirit. So, spiritual is a combination of spirit plus ritual.
Pandit Dinesh Guruji is a renowned spiritual guide and thought leader known for his profound wisdom and practical approach to spirituality. With years of experience in guiding individuals towards self discovery and inner peace, Guruji has touched 65,000 lives through his teachings. His philosophy bridges ancient traditions and modern day challenges, offering insights that resonate with people from all walks of life. A mentor, philosopher, and motivator, Pandit Dinesh Guruji is committed to inspiring individuals to lead a balanced and meaningful life.
Hello, welcome to yet another very exciting episode of Grind to Gold. Today, we are very privileged to have Pandit Dinesh Guruji with us. He is an extremely accomplished teacher and mentor to many students across 8 countries. Well, many is a vague number, but let me give you the right number. It is 65,000 students across the globe. And we at Grind to Gold are extremely delighted to have such a knowledgeable and accomplished individual with us today. Guruji, namaskara. Welcome to the show.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಓಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ ಹರಿಹಿ ಓಂ ಜ್ಞಾನಾನಂದಮಯಂ ದೇವಂ ನಿರ್ಮಲಸ್ಫಟಿಕಾಕೃತಿಮಾಧಾರಾಂ ಸರ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಾಂ ಹಯಗ್ರೀವ ಉಪಾಸ್ಮಹೇ. Namaste everyone.
Guruji, why did you choose this path of astrology? Because it is a very controversial subject, I would say. Why did you choose astrology?
Fantastic question. If you see, most of the people who have come across many areas of life, people say that I have chosen this path. But as per my experience, it's the divine which makes the individual to choose their path. We are just a catalyst to work on that parameters. A person would like to go become a pilot. At the end of the day, you will end up as an engineer or a doctor. A person would like to go for a singing career because in childhood you would have become a wonderful singer. But destiny will take him to become a software engineer or a researcher or somebody. So always this was fascinating me. Interest versus actual. It is just like how people, I have the passion towards this, but that's not happening. So passion versus the reality, in between that, astrology plays a very major role. First and foremost, I would like to tell to the entire Grind to Gold viewers, in our life, if we want to grind the gold, we have to learn astrology. That's it.
That is phenomenal. Thank you so much. But that said, who were you? Who was Dinesh, I would say? I'm sorry, I'm not addressing you as Pandit in this context because I want to know who you were from.
See, I started my career in a very different way. Before that, I was born in Bangalore, in Martha's Hospital to be precise, and I lived up all my life in Bangalore only. Since childhood, I had a passion for actually making money in terms of business aspects. That is the day I started putting newspaper house to house under Deccan Herald regime. So it was way beyond, I can say 1992, I believe. I joined Deccan Herald and I wanted to promote this Deccan Herald because that times, whether I can say that, there was a bigger player who was competing Deccan Herald. So I started my journey by waking up by 4 a.m., targeting 20 customers and asked them which is the newspaper they take. Based on that, I was promoting Deccan Herald. What are the important aspects the print media carries on it? So that is how I started, and that is how the passion started to do something in business. And later on, the story completely had a paradigm shift. So from there, my passion was into what is life, why people are running here and there, achieving something. Through achieving, they also want to make a better living. So in that arena, my father was always telling, my son, please join engineering. I did my plus two in science. He was hell bent. You have to do, because my father is an engineer. He's a civil engineer. He was working in PWD arena. But the entire episode he was telling, please join engineering. Engineering, life is very good. Somewhere, as I already earlier told, the destiny was driving me towards a different journey. So my mind was always, this we call it as intuition. People get intuitions inside. So there is an inner being which always says, you go in this path, there is success. People have to listen to the inner voice. That is what I came to know when I started the astrology journey, that I will just tell later. But what comes inside, that is what is the passion, that is what is written in our books, in our what you call manual. So I would like to put across a person's how actually it works across, because I don't want to get into astrology and other stuff and explain the modality. It's like that, just you buy a television, and in the television you have the manual. That manual tells these are the features available. If you want other features, this TV doesn't support. So this television has got the same features. That's it. You cannot operate beyond that or less than that. So in the same way, every individual is been born with inbuilt talent. We call it as the same way like a manual. That manual comes under astrology as a kundali. We call it as kundali or a horoscope. People of late they have taken this horoscope in a horoscope kind of a thing. That is what people say. This suddenly, when I talk about, okay, I teach astrology, horoscope. Oh, horoscope, they were talking about. Those kind of horoscope and all they get across, and they don't want to see beyond something negative happens. They are not seeing at the good side. They always think at the bad side. So coming to the inner intuition part, people have that drive, and my father was insisting engineering. No, I will get into management. That is where I entered as a BBM, joined the Bangalore University, business management group. From there, my career started in sales and marketing. My first company was Dabur. I was selling door to door, shop to shop. Lal Dant Manjan was my first brand. Going further, I started selling blades. Gillette was my second company. Third company was Cadbury's, selling chocolates. And then the fourth company, I joined Johnson and Johnson, which was of the baby product area. Then post that, somewhere the FMCG segment where I was working had some kind of a monotonous job, and I was not able to grow up. So that is where the new technology came in, that is the mobile industry. So that is the time, the fifth company which changed my direction, that was Spice Telecom. So I entered the telecom industry. From there, almost for 12 years, I was in telecom. From Spice Telecom, joined Tata Teleservices, selling 1 rupee coin booth to the market. From there, I entered Samsung, selling handsets, handheld phones, keypads. From keypads to today, everybody knows smartphone. Till 2014, I was with Samsung, selling mobile to the entire. I was the head of Samsung for South India. Post that, the last my corporate career was with Reliance as a deputy general manager. That is the top of my corporate career. From there, my divine career started.
From a fabulous corporate life and a cushiony life, I would say, how did you decide to jump into teaching astrology? Or how did this journey happen, transition happen?
Wonderful question. First of all, I would like to say I was hating astrology. Basically, my mother was a full-time astrologer, and she was insisting me to learn astrology. I was always fighting with her. These are all non-scientific way of telling. It is brainwashing the people's mind and bringing them to some other line. So I was not so much interested in astrology, and I was completely hating. One fine day, probably I can remember the year and the month, 1994 September, she handed over a book to me. She bought from a bookstall, simple astrology kind of a thing. It was known as Jyotishya Nigantu in the local Kannada language. And she gave, just read this, and if you are interested, you can continue this line, she said. From 94 onwards, that book changed my life. There was a big Pandit who had written that book that was giving real insights about what is astrology, what is astrology, what is astrology. So through all my education and the corporate line, I was studying a lot of books and understanding how this techniques and the astrology as a subject works on the human life. If you see people like what do you call the humans were not the first beings of the earth. When you go back, humans were evolved later. They were evolved very, very late. It was the first the other creatures. Aquatic creatures were the first one. Amoeba was the first one. Then there were water animals. Then the land animals. Then the aggressive land animals. Then the intelligent land animal. That is we. So based on the intelligent land animal, he started developing the mind. And everybody knows about the difference between vertebrate and invertebrate. So based on that, humans are the only people who talk on this earth. In this earth, no animal is able to speak. Clear speech is only with humans. If you take 84 lakh species on the earth, written in our Vedic scriptures, we can clearly say it is only one species, that the Homo sapiens, who are able to talk. This makes a completely different from the 84 lakh odd species. And this person, this human being, started developing his intelligence, developing his knowledge, understanding the earth first, then understanding the solar system, understanding the universe, bringing what is the technique behind this, what is the science behind it, and ultimately from there the technical arena and technical area started. Somewhere people started focusing more on the science aspect. But beyond science, there is something. I would like to give a very simple example. Today I'm wearing this cloth. Okay, this cloth has come from a retail. That retail has come from a factory. That factory would have supplied cotton to that factory and made this fabric. Let me go beyond it. Cotton is coming from a seed. So let us take a seed and let us understand this seed, where it came from. Beyond, after seed is known as science. Beyond seed, it is known as spirituality. One which is not known at all is known as spirituality. That is, people are confused between what is spirituality. People nowadays rush to some temples, rush to some dhyana, meditation, pranayama. They think that I am into that spirituality, that and all. I have a very simple one line answer. Spirituality means where science has stopped, beyond that is spirituality.
Fantastic. Guruji, what is your philosophy? What is your core philosophy when it comes to astrology and spirituality, of course?
Philosophy is a very big subject, because there are two types of things we consider this. See, philosophy is against physics, and physics is against philosophy. When this quantum physics and philosophy merges, it is a merger of material and spiritual. Because material is completely physics, spiritual is completely philosophy, tattva gnana, what we call in the basic language. So when this philosophy is being taken, how to lead a life is what is the first and primary thing. And on astrology basis, the philosophy is everybody has got a good time and a bad time. Earlier, I told a very important point there is a manual sent by the God. There is a manual. Each people will come with a bag of a manual. This is what is there. Based on the manual, you will only come to know these things are there in my store. Based on that philosophy, if we go, we can come to know when are the good times in life and when are the bad times. I can give a very good caption here. Fate of a person cannot be changed. This is the first thing our grind to gold viewers has to be kept in the mind, to the heart also. Fate of the person cannot be changed. That's important. Okay, then why should we look at horoscope then? Always human mind is a constant running mechanism. It always have feelings. It has got always got emotional. When there are good times, the emotions are very good. When there are bad times, the emotions are completely down. He goes down. The only animal with the highest emotions are only humans. For humans, astrology plays a very big role in finding the good times and the bad times. In the good times, make merry. In the bad times, keep silence. That's it.
So coming to this point of good time and bad time, I'm sure even as although you are Pandit Dinesh Guruji, you also would have faced some challenges. So what are some of the biggest challenges that you faced before you set this up? Did you have a vision? Did you have a goal? Did you know that you will have 65,000 students? How did your journey go about?
Really, thank you very much. We have reached the 65,000. And human hunger is not stopped at any point. If I reach 1,000, wow, I say, then that's all I'll say. Then if I reach 10,000, wow, I'll say, and that's all I'll say. When I have now come to 65,000, when I look back, okay, when is 1 lakh coming across? When is 2 lakhs coming across? So human mind doesn't stop. There is nothing as a end. It's only a bend. Once we end, we start bending to the next. So we call this as a success. So success is a journey. It is not a end. So success from one level, one success means I have to go to the next level of success. And always, anybody's journey only stops at the graveyard. Anybody's journey or success stops at the graveyard. Before that, always it is a successful journey, which we call, and it's divine's intervention that this is what he has to be taken care of. This is what he gets in life. For getting that, we have to work. Horoscope shows the area of work, but it doesn't tell. Even if you don't work, you'll be getting it. It only shows. We call it as two things. One is yogyate and yoga, which we call in the local language. So yogyate and yoga. So there are two concepts in life. You are very good singer. Okay. End of the day, if you have get a platform, you will be rewarded and awarded. If you are a very good singer and there is no platform, you have to sing in your house only. That's it. You have to sing in your house only. So in that way, astrology helps. What is my area where I get a platform? So astrology helps to the mass, saying that my store, my manual is telling that I can get a passport to go there and I get a visa to perform well. Getting a passport is not a guarantee of a visa. Passport is an entry, visa is a guarantee. The same way, astrology also tells us you might have a passport, but the horoscope tells about the visa, whether you can enter or not. This is what a simple frame I can put across.
Excellent. Guruji, can we learn about your journey and in terms of your challenges? Did you face challenges? What sort of challenges did you face?
Okay, challenges. See, any successful person will come with a challenging situations always. Somebody would have achieved. How does achievement come in life? Achievement comes with only one word, which is known as sacrifice. Because today, this will definitely take to greater heights, definitely grind to gold, definitely goes to the next level. For that, you people definitely will sacrifice for it. So, for any success or achievement, sacrifice is the important keyword any person would have undergone. So, likewise, if I know astrology, I cannot do some jadoo or some magic and I cannot create 65,000. I have to work for it. Simple. So, for any success, in the journey, there are hurdles. The hurdles, what I call it as experiences, which I call, some people come to us, give us some experiences, some leave us with bad experience, some come with good experiences. All this, considering the good and bad experiences, we'll start changing the platform and changing the scenario and going forward. So one thing I would like to say, when there is a journey, when there is a success or achievement, sacrifice is what is important. In sacrifice, everything is been within the nutshell, saying that there are pitfalls, there is struggle. We have to get into the struggle. Those who struggle will definitely achieve to one level, second level, third level. The levels are the astrological views which gives us.
Guruji, that brings me to one question. We were discussing about passport and visa and everything else. So does that mean that if I have if I have a valid visa, the road to my success will automatically be found?
Yeah, definitely. See, where you are standing, that place has to give a passport. That passport means you're eligible. Passport is just eligible, that's it. Visa is also eligible in the second area. It is the first level and the second level. Passport is like you can enter the gate, but the gate will be opened with a visa. Understood?
Got it.
Gate will be opened with the visa. Many people will have passport. Okay, I am also eligible. I have a passport, I can do. But the other side, the gate has to open. When the other gate opens, you will have more success. To put you in the other way, see, basically, most of the people are very good at corporate working. Somebody would have become a managing director. Somebody would have become a CEO. And with every company has got their own pressures, achievements, targets, and all. Sometimes, somewhere, the best performing MD and CEO, I have got a lot of cases. They have resigned thinking that I am a very good performer. They've come back and started their own startup or entrepreneur line, and they've invested crores, whatever they've earned there, and they've all gone penniless. I have a lot of people who have come. I left a high-paying salary, sir, with a lot of pressure. I invested around crores of rupees. I ran a business. Then that is now shut. Then they start coming and understanding what is astrology. That is where they say, sir, I should have started this earlier, sir. I should have learned this earlier, sir. I should have known my path. This is where the real crux come. This is where the real crux come. People will know what is my line, when is the good time, when is the bad time. Our experiences are never future expectations. I'll repeat, our experiences are never future expectations. Please read this line 2 3 times. You'll understand what is the meaning I'm telling. Our experiences, I might have 30 years experiences, and I would have developed around 10 companies, take their shares higher. But my old experiences, our experiences are never future expectations. Future expectations comes with future new challenges, new achievements. I might fail there also. So that is the one thing. That is where the divine intervention comes. The divine intervention says, based on your karma pala, I am coming to the real philosophy. Karma pala, our life goes. Based on the karma pala, we will have a timeline. Those timelines have been clearly charted in our horoscope, and that will be revealed stage by stage through a concept called Dasha, Bhukti, Antarbhukti. So one Dasha might be up, one Dasha might be low. I would quote a very simple example. Everybody knows about it. You know, everybody knows about Vijay Mallya. Till 21 to 2001, he was flying. He had got his own aircraft company. There are more than around 2,000, 3,000 employees flying all across with pilots and all. 2003, all the flights was grounded, landed, not operative, and that is where the entire calculation, the entire experience which he had earlier went without expectation and went for a toss, and rest is the story. Everybody knows about it. So his rich experience, or his rich whatever he has got the baggage from his father, whatever did not help him to revive it, and today it is a talk of the town what happened to him, and the revival was not possible at all. That is already been stated in his horoscope. That is what I call it as karma. And there are many countries who have got great PMs. Always there are two concepts in reaching to the height. There might be great knowledge and great intelligent people who can also aspire to become a PM, but some still lesser intelligent or lesser knowledge people will become a PM, and he's been applauded and he's been given all comforts, and more knowledge and more intelligent guy will be less than him. This is what we call as the karmas playing activity based on past karmas which we carry, which we call from the sanchita karma to the present prarabdha karma.
Guruji, these days astrology and practices or rituals, they have suddenly gotten to go hand in hand. If there is a challenge, the next thing they do is e puja marsi, or go to the temple, go to this temple, go to that temple, you'll have to do this ritual, only then it will be corrected. All of these things are very, very rampant in the society today. So, what is your thought on this? And do you think astrology is rituals or astrology is beyond all of this?
So put it in the right way, astrology, I will call it as astral science. In this astral science, the very good question you asked about rituals. Spirituality is a word everybody uses. If you remove ritual, it is only the spirit. So spiritual is a combination of spirit plus ritual. You should have the spirit to do the right ritual. So without ritual, there is no spirit. So spiritual doesn't actually involve ritual. Spirituality is only one word I can say. What is spiritual? It is being silence, being calm, waiting for the next level. That is what is spiritual. People have got a very long, big gan saying that okay, spirituality means okay, I have to hold my nose, or spirituality means running to one temple, doing homa and all. See, all the rituals which has been done earlier are purely for the soothing of the mind and soul. It is just a soothing that doesn't give the desired result. See, whenever some person has died in their home, there is a calming effect. People will come and do calm down, because the result he will not come back into the life. But that pain has to come down. For that, they'll start coming. I am with you. We are with you. That soothing is what is known as the rituals. Nothing else. People have got a completely very bad notion. Today, I am telling you, this entire astrology, 80% of the astrology is seen for only one reason, that is for marriage. Marriage is the only thing, but actually astrology is beyond marriage. Somewhere the entire the Kali Yuga, what we call, has taken this astrology only for matchmaking. In the true sense, there is no real matchmaking at all. There is no real matchmaking. I'll tell you something, that two people will come and there is somebody who says that okay, this nakshatra doesn't match. Fantastic. Then what happens if the mother has got a son or a daughter, her nakshatra not matching with the son, her nakshatra not matching with the daughter? So will they have a conflict? No. There is something not read between the lines. There are two things in any marriage which we call it as. One, the ego. The second, the attitude. So ego and attitude are two important things which has to be seen in the horoscope. All marriages have failed with only two important words in the English which we call ego and the attitude. When the attitude is converted to gratitude, then the marriage remains. That is what we see as per the charts matching. People have a different notion that okay, I have got 36 points, okay, my married life is very good. Wrong. 36 points is only the mind matching, but there are different areas. Two couples who came to mind, this one, they were fantastic, very good, mind gained, everything was good. The only reason they went for divorce is husband was not growing in the career, he was not getting promotion. For that reason she was hating him. 10 years he is in the same company, he is in the same level, all his colleagues and his friends are growing high. I am telling him to grow, he is not growing. I don't want him, I want a new person. So preferences are different to different people. So you cannot have a set saying that okay, this kundali match with this one. No, there are a lot of other factors which goes. Dasha Bhukti gives the real picture. And I would like to tell one important thing. Everybody would have known this. When you go to the astrologer, when there is a problem in the marriage, suddenly you go and take, okay, my daughter's or son's horoscope I'm giving to you. Uh, there is a problem, they are going for a divorce. Suddenly they will see, okay, in seventh house there is Saturn. In seventh house there is Rahu sitting. That is the reason they are going for a divorce. But I would like to say a simple question. Since birth, all the planetary positions on the horoscope, they remain the same place. The moment somebody is married, first 3 years or 4 years, this Rahu has not done any problem to them. Why did it do after 4 years? For 4 years it was sleeping. Was it in the dream state? So now it is in the awakened state. There is something wrong, and I call most of the astrologers who tell in this way as compounders. The real astrology learning comes that through Dasha Bhukti. Maybe the first 4 or 5 years, the Dasha which was running to him, or the period which was running to him, was very favorable. The next period which it started was completely unfavorable. So when there is a favorable period which is running for him, there are always a favorable events which happens. Whenever there is a unfavorable event which starts, that area of the life, unfavorable things happen. This is how the astrology and the horoscope has to be read. But people will completely go, there is Mangalik there is Rahu sitting in the seventh house, there is somebody sitting here, somebody sitting there, he sees him, he sees there. They don't have any job, because these are all planetary intelligence, completely planetary intelligence. They come across as in a periodical way. Some come give you, some come snatch it. Some come in some area good, some area bad. Some come the bad area they'll make good. Some come the other area which was good make them bad. So the life is all into frequencies. The frequency is not in a straight line. If we are living in the world, means our frequencies are like this. That is what you see in the hospital. Na? When we are alive, our frequencies are in this wave factor. There is up, there is down. There is up, there is down. Astrology teaches or tells us when is the downtime in one area and when is the uptime in the other area. The astrology is so divine, it doesn't drop us completely to the ground. It might down us in one area, but it will definitely put a positive in the other area. But always human mind and the likings are always on the negative side. God would have given a wonderful career, car and all. Something happens to the family, he's always cribbing on the family. Somewhere family is very good, he's not able to work hard, and his income is very less, he'll cribbing on it. Always from birth to death, the man cribs, always cribs. So that is why we require more subscribers, because scribers are more important, because cribbing will come down. That's it.
that, that is amazing. Guruji, while we are talking about subscription, while we are talking about so many different aspects, can you tell us one story, narrate us one story where you have transformed somebody's life? Your knowledge and your passion to teaching astrology has transformed somebody's life.
See, being as a Guruji, I cannot transform life. I can show them the way, path. Transforming is a self-initiative or self for this one. So, if I am a gym trainer, I can show how to do the gymming in the right manner so that he will not be affected bodily. But the work has to be done by that guy by building up the mass or whatever, 6 pack, 4 pack, or else his body will remain in the family pack only. So basically, I am just a path shower or a trainer. I cannot transform them. Transform is within them. I will show how to transform, but transform will never come from a guru. Guru is only a shower. It is known as a somebody would have told it is a GPS, Guru positioning system. That's it. So the GPS means you know the path, but you have to drive to it. You have to drive.
Correct.
We cannot drive. So it is a Guru positioning system, GPS.
Guruji, what is your greatest inspiration? Who is that one person whom you think is your epitome of inspiration?
My name is Dinesh Guruji, and Dinesh is nothing but the sun. Morning 6 o'clock when he rises, he is only the inspiration, because that is the time I have to wake up. Simple.
Excellent. But we've heard that you should wake up before the sun rises.
Okay.
But you are saying that you will wake up during the sunrise.
Okay.
I find it contradictory.
See, there are times when today the times have changed because we have certain work on the night time they do, some work on the daytime. How can we expect that a person who has done all the work, he'll come back at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the early morning and start sleeping? When the sun rises, there are people who sleep. And always one thing I would like to tell here, always somebody will be sleeping now in any part of the globe.
Correct. Correct.
Somebody will be waking up because there is a sunrise. Sunrise and sunset are constantly happening on the earth. So it's a matter of their choices whether they have to rise before sunrise or after sunrise.
That's a very interesting point, right? But that also brings me to another question to you. Guruji, so tell me, how do your teachings inspire your students?
See, always when you see a movie, the movie inspires to a lot. When you give the same movie as a book, nobody will read it.
True.
So, my teachings are more like a movie. I create stories based on how it goes across. I would like to tell one simple scenario. Everybody knows about this Dashavatara.
Yes, yes.
So, I will like to tell this if the time permits, definitely. Dashavatara, everybody knows about it. So it's basically, we talk about spirituality. There was the fish avatar which came, which is the Matsya avatar. Then there was Kurma avatar. Then there is Vamana avatar. Then there is Narasimha avatar. But all the Indians, all the Hindus basically are thinking God came. It is never like that. It is a pure science. What came on the earth first? It was the aquatic animals. That is why Matsya avatar. After that, what came next? Amphibians. Amphibians are nothing but which lives in the water as well as in the land. So that is Kurma avatar. Then there was only Varaha avatar, only land animals. In that land animals, there was a very intelligent animal which came. That is the Narasimha. That is the lion-faced god. So all these four came in one yuga, which is known as the Golden Yuga or Satya Yuga. There was no humans there. If you take the next level, that is where everybody knows about the Darwin theory that from the monkey we were developed. To name that monkey is nothing but Vamana, who is a very short guy, who started his journey here. Then from that, there was the next avatar, which was Parashurama. And Parashurama carries a kudali, the axe. So it was the Iron Age. From there, the transformation went into Rama, Sri Rama, who is a hunter. So who is a caveman. He went into cave holding this one, a bow and arrow, and running behind the deer. All stories everybody knows. That was the era of evolution in one level. Then the last third era was into two divisions. One is the Balarama, who was carrying a plowing this one. We call it as a plow arm, where agriculture purpose they use. There was an agriculture revolution which went into that. Then there was the Mahabharata or the Krishnavatar. Krishnavatar brought in technology. You see all in the Mahabharata, he is having a disc which he sends. I think there would be some chip or something which will be traveling, some GPS which will be showing, okay, go there, cut him, come back to me only, because this is my instrument, it should not go to somebody other's finger. That is what it shows there. And there is one more guy, Dhritarashtra, who is blind, he doesn't know anything, what is happening in the war zone. There is Sanjaya, who is using a Zoom or a Skype and telling that, okay, the war has started now. There is somebody who is coming to play. There is an umpire coming. Who is the umpire? Yes, it is Sri Krishna Paramatma. So there is a lot of technology involved in that. So what is Kali Yuga then finally? All this mixture of 9 is Kali Yuga. You have the aquatic animals, you have amphibians, you have land animals, you have that lion, you have these shorter people, you have the murderer people like Parashurama, you have the very good, so beautiful family-oriented Rama, you have the agriculturist, you have the technist or what we call the software people like Krishna. So all is a mixture in Kali Yuga. So which gets into the destruction level. That is what a small point which I told. So this is basically a science-driven model astrology has been come into, but I think somewhere people have not got into this line because this doesn't give more money. I will tell you something. People say that, okay, they have a very wrong notion that, okay, if you're an astrologer, you'll make a lot of money. No. If I'm a doctor, can I be immune by any disease because I'm a doctor? And the disease will come in and tell, oh, you are a doctor, I'll not come to you. Suddenly, if the problem comes, oh, you are an astrologer, I'll not come to you. That is not the case. Even a doctor will have some or the other ailments. Even astrologer will have some or the other problem. Astrologer will know, a real astrologer I'm talking about, not a compounder. A real astrologer will definitely know how his life is going on, and he can also, a real astrologer who has studied well, understood well, he can also tell others life how it goes well on the sequential basis based on dasa system.
Excellent. Guruji, so what are some of the astrological principles or practices that you would suggest for a common man?
Everybody should learn astrology. That is what one point I could say. And our Gold Tree Astro uses a caption saying that creating astrologers. Gold Tree Astro, we are creating astrologers. Basically, astrology is not to get into some profession and doing something. Astrology is more of knowing yourself internal, who I am. So that is what. When you know who I am, you will have the next caption, what is next. The same what is next shows in your horoscope, who I am and what is next. When you know these two, you will have two things. People will go always tell that, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, and this is my vision and this is the mission. I would like to tell only two important points. What is vision and mission? Vision and mission, people write big stories. This is the vision, this is the mission. Vision is what to do, mission is how to do. This is easily available in our horoscope. Vision is what to do, then how to do is the mission. That's it. Horoscopes helps us in both vision and mission in our life. And that is how 65,000 students have learned. From an auto driver to pilot, I have students. From a scientist to an agriculturist, I have student. From a learner, like a college going student to a retired person, I have students. And there is no age factor. You are, if you are 10th pass or whatever SSLC, whatever we call, if you are that pass, where you can understand the subject, definitely astrology will guide you to what path you can take. And always there is a limitation in life. That is what one word I can say. Always there is a limitation. We cannot grow beyond our horoscope purview. That is the limit. How much you can earn, somebody will say. We cannot say how much we can earn. Always when we keep on growing, there are always limitations. We cannot go beyond limitations. That is what God's design made with each individual through the horoscope. Some guy will become Elon Musk with he cannot count his assets or his richness. Some guy will be a monk, still he'll be a great person with no bank balance. Some guy will be a scientist, very great person with lot of rewards and awards. Some guy, the same scientist will be there earning lot of crores of rupees, inventing something, patented. So God's plan are completely different for different individuals. That is what we call as each soul has got different destiny. Each soul has got different performance. Each soul has got a different reward and an award. So no two souls or individuals can be compared that both of them start the same journey, but the destiny are different for each individual or each soul.
Guruji, what is the legacy you want to leave behind?
Creating astrologers is the one word, the legacy, where they carry this divine science of the planetary intelligence, because Kali Yuga is going ahead and beyond science, and this science, divine science, we have to take it forward, because always, if you have built a house, new house, you call all the people, and once they look at your architecture and all, they will only tell one word: who built this? Beautiful. They will inquire about the contractor or the architect. Here, we are on the earth, beautifully designed earth. We have Himalayas, we have the forest. We go to other places and see. It is the nature which we go and see. We go to seashore, we go for a picnic. All are fantastically designed. Again, the same question, when we go anywhere, we should put a question: who did this? The creator. If there is a creation, there is a creator. So that's how I want to put one thing: wherever there is a creation, there is a creator. That creative is not being seen here and there. That is what our rishis have told. Get into spirituality, you can see them through your mind, or you can see them through your heart.
Excellent, Guruji. From the team of Grind to Gold, we extend a heartfelt gratitude to you. Thank you so much for being on the show with us today and giving us so much knowledge. And I'm sure there's more to explore. We'll come back for a second round of episode with you. But thank you so much for being with us today.
All the best success to the team, entire team, those who are working backside and front side. All the best success to you.
Thank you, Guruji. One last closing statement for us, please. For Grind to
Always
Gold.
take care of your company will take care of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.